countdown to end, so why start now? Greetings, friends and fiends, and welcome to another stream. It has been a week, and of course, now Stream Elements is being a button ski. I am just gonna leave it be. Anyway. Hi. This last week has been a fucking lifetime. Let's start there, shall we? And I did manage to make some small updates. Nothing huge. Just small ones, you know, like as you'll notice, sorry, but as you'll see, I've made a couple small changes. I've updated how my captions show up, so hopefully that will be easier for folks to read. If hopefully having my mic up here has been better. I have not had the opportunity to re-watch last week's stream. Excuse me while I fix this cord because it'll bother me. There we go. Cause yeah, it's been this week was a fucking year. And yeah. If you live in the US, you know, all we can do right now is be loud and protest, and if there's any question, if you're here and you don't know, women have the right to choose what the fuck they can do with their bodies and their reproductive health. Pardon me, correcting myself, people with uteri have the right to make those choices. I am still unlearning that habit, so I apologize. I'm not trying to be trans exclusive or NB exclusive, non-binary. So, yeah, just get that out the way. And on the heels of the fact that Mother's Day is already hard for me, because for folks who may not know, my dad was my only real parent, and I lost him, it'll be 9 years ago in June. And while my mother is alive, she's not a part of my life. I was very fortunate that my roommate's family accepted me as part of the family, and my roommate's mom kind of became a surrogate mother to me, and unfortunately in November we lost her. So yeah, it's been rough, and I'm not going to cry because I don't want to ruin my makeup. But yeah, so if my look is a little lackluster today, that's why. And it's also warm here, really warm. Not warm enough to, pardon me, have the air on yet, but warm enough that I wish I could leave my windows open. I cannot, because someone in the neighborhood has a CB. Has a CB radio, and it will pick up if my windows are open. It's awful. that aside, I'm really excited to get into the game today, and yeah, I'm optimistically hopeful that maybe, just maybe, we'll finish the game today. I don't know. Maybe? But, let's... Oh, there you go. You caught up. Good baby. But, yeah. We left off in the shrimp. Swamp, not shrimp. And, yeah. Just keep on going. So, memory serves, we gave the Drake here a bit of a nap. Not anymore. He is up and about. So that, yeah, we have to go investigate the fairy circle. But because I'm here, oh, I'm so close. I'm so close. I only have 2 more new things to learn. This is exciting. Because I'm here, excuse me. Yeah, into the dark woods. So, make my way over there and see if that troll is still in the way. No, thank you. Oh. Troll is gone now. Troll must have only been there to keep me from going this way. More totems. There's so many totems. So many totems. Let's see if our hunter friend has kept his courage and is still here. Or will meet us here. Oh look. He did. Good for you, boyo. You find yourself looking down the gaping mouth of a gun muzzle. Who's there? Show yourself! Don't you point that thing at me. Oh, yes ma'am. Sorry ma'am. It's just so darn dark here, I can hardly see my own shadow. Why do you think they call it the dark woods? Keep your head on your shoulders, lad. You've got a big bad wolf to bring down. Right. I'm totally not afraid of a vicious 7-foot-tall killer who makes his home in a forest as black as night. You need to concentrate on the task at hand. We only have 1 silver bullet, and if the wolf catches even the smallest whiff of our plan, it's curtains for us. No pressure. So what exactly is the plan? The wolf is waiting in his cabin. I'll sneak up and lure him to you with my puppet, just as I did before at the tavern. Meanwhile, you'll find a good hiding spot and ready your gun. And this time I won't wimp out. I've got silver bullets. Oh, sweetie. Sweetness. Please, please don't. Okay, worry about that. You just get yourself ready. And remember, don't miss. And out. You squeeze through the gaps in the trees and duck under claw-like branches, but you've somehow managed to end up right where you started. Ah, I'll never make heads nor tails of the pathways. Perhaps I should ask someone with a bird's eye view. A keen-eyed owl inspects you from its roost. Ooh! Woohoo! Oh, are we gonna make an owl friend? Can we please make an owl friend? Please, owl friend? Well, hoo-hoo to you too. I wonder what it is you're trying to say. Avian lexicon. Okay, so what do I need to make that again? All things I don't have. At least two and one of those. Let the listing begin. 3. One modified head. Do I have enough stuff and that for that. Sorry, I know how boring it is to watch me write things, but it helps. Okay. Well, back I go. Yes. Since I can't really further this one right now, I guess I'll continue furthering the hawk and then head up to the stag. Because I still need more fireflies to make more cinder boxes. So I can make 2 more melting pots. Because I need 3 hearts from the snow king. Like a steel trap. waste my last one. Can I make more? I can. Good. But I don't need them just yet. Downward to the forest. Fireflies and as I just casually smoosh a bird. You for your sacrifice. Alright, bird feathers. Let's see. Oh, Frog Boy is not here. So close. So close. I need 2 more. Oh, and the last thing, a floral wreath. Just need a rainbow roll. Let's see. Glitter bomb. And I need some blue juice. Okay. No, of course not. Thanks too. Well, I officially have everything I can craft in this game. Silly me. Okay. That's done. I have 3 of those. Let's move some things out of my immediate inventory. Much closer to the aperture. I'll just go back to the aperture. Go far enough away. Don't actually need more. But real curious to see how this game is. I've heard interesting things. Just scooch. Not bad things. know what? Interesting is a word that leaves the nuance. All I have seen is that the ending is abrupt. But who knows? My big thing right now is I just want a satisfying ending. Personally. It can be as... It can get there as quickly as it likes once we get the last souls. The maiden to us. Am I right? Is that us? Or is it someone else altogether? I've seen people theorize that maybe she's our granddaughter. I've got my theory that, she's us. There are folks theorizing that she's our girlfriend, which would also be equally cool. I don't know. I'm curious. Alright. I have the wrong thing up. Getting stuck on things. Look, see how the snow swirls in strange directions? Maybe the snow can know a path? You pile the mystical snow at the buck's feet and shield it from the howling winds. Flakes drift in the air like icy glitter. Oh, come on then. I'm getting chilly. Prod the snowdrift with a muted invocation. Despite the chaotic storm, the snow crystals swirl to an icy ribbon and slowly trace a line up to the mountain peak. There it goes! That must be the way to the crystal cave. He takes off after the trail like a shot. You hike up your skirt and do your best to keep up in the dense snow. Oh, thank you for that, game. Appreciate that. His face falls as you arrive at another sheer cliff. I don't understand. Snow stops here, but there isn't anything more than rocks. Did the Snow King mislead us? Are we lost? I don't want to freeze solid. This is no dead end. Look. He gestured to the cliff, where the eddies of swirling snow quickly gathered. Within moments, the entire wall of rock is buried under flesh. Yes, the wall suddenly becomes pale white skin. Watch out, you have scaled a Karen. Fresh white powder. You reach out a clawed finger and touch the pure snow. It melts away to reveal a glittering opening in the stone. The crystal cave! You did it! Let's go in before we freeze to death. I'm certain the crystal flower must be inside. Here we go. One moment. Out with you. It is warm and stuffy in here, and the cat did not appreciate it. To be fair, if it wouldn't mess with my stream, oh dear. All these flowers. I didn't think there'd be so many. I'm going to pick a whole bouquet. You stop the impious youth with a quick tug and mutter beneath your breath. Hold on. Prophecy mentioned the one true crystal flower. These other flowers must be deception meant to trap foolhardy would-be kings. Prophecy? What are you talking about? I only meant to say that we should find the best single flower for your brother's coronation. Good point. Quality over quantity. I think I see just the one right over there. It's this one. It's perfect. Just look at the refraction of the petals and the frosting on the leaves. Oh, but I seem to have forgotten my pruning shears back at the castle. Would you do the honors? I don't want to damage it. You snip the brittle stem of the flower, careful not to touch it directly. Prophecies can be nasty stuff to stick your fingers in. The buck holds the flower aloft, inhaling the blossom's magical aura. Wow, it smells just like powdered snow on fresh pine trees. The moment is interrupted by the shrill cries of aristocrats, clamoring against each other. I found them! Over here, my lord! Oh, here we go. This is gonna get spicy. In a rush of colorful fabrics and fancy hats, you find yourself surrounded by nobles. The stag steps out from their midst, looking irate. After everything I've done for you, this is how you repay me, brother? The young prince blinks in confusion. What are you doing here? Have I offended you somehow? Usurper! You thought you could slip off when I wasn't looking and steal the crown from me? You think I don't know about the prophecy of the crystal flower? Why does everyone keep talking about a prophecy? I picked this flower as a gift for you, brother. Fool! Only the king can choose the true crystal flower, and you are not the king. The stag reaches down at his feet and plucks the closest flower. See? Only I can. Oh! Dang. Alright. The stag never finishes his sentence, his defiant pose forever imprisoned inside solid ice. Oh. Oh, my brother. What have you done? You give the mystified buck a reassuring pat on the back as the nobles gather closer. The true king has been revealed indeed. King? You mean me? You are the prince after all, and I suppose the prophecy was pretty clear. Magic flowers are seldom wrong about this sort of thing. And if you tend to your kingdom with the same care you tend to your garden, you'll do just fine. The ring of nobles crowd around the book. You know, I never cared much for that stag myself. I think a new ruler will shake things up a bit. You excuse yourself as they bow and praise the confused lad. Long live the king! Passing the frozen stag, your eye catches on something sticking out of the permafrost. You reach down and pick out a shard of translucent ice, careful not to cut yourself on the sharp edges. Despite the warmth of your palm, it does not melt. The soul of the stag. Only 2 left, y'all! Alright. Time to work on getting the rest of this stuff. Yeah. Where did it go? Oh, snip tool. Why are you not taking this? There you are. Sorry. Gotta grab my screen cap. I may grab a different one later. I don't know yet. But right now, this is a really cool image. Alright. Got a lot of stuff to grab, so let's be off. Oh goodness, how much of this am I gonna have to backtrack? Oh, thank glorious gods. Alright. Village. I can get the pigeon's beak and then head down to the graveyard. Come on. Scoot a little closer. Thank you. Pigeon beak required. Alright, I just need to stuff this. Let's make the stuffed bird. Oh. Darn it, I should have caught that before I left there, but I checked that before I made melting pots that I needed. Oh, I just need milk, dough, and the bird feathers. Maybe in lexicon. So let's write those down. silly me. I should have checked that before I left the mountainside. That's okay. What? Excuse me. I want to sit down, please. Thank you. That's better. Now you can really see me. I hadn't realized I left my mic a little too low, so it was blocking one of my ring lights. Right. Back to the mountain for a spell. Hop over by the village. Or by the market, actually. Yes. We hear you, little foxy bird. Little foxy friend. While I'm in the graveyard, hopefully I can get some more lights. So we can make another jug. It shouldn't be a problem. Almost. I'm pretty sure I have enough clay to make another boat. I need one more boat. Yawn somewhere else, buddy. Skeleton key, skeleton key. Get mimic's toe. Plenty of mimics in market as well. Yeah, I'm just flying on through this. I thought I was overestimating my skill, or not skill, but myself a little, by saying, oh, I can get this done tonight, but maybe it wasn't. Rainbow roll. Make a floral wreath. Okay. And then I just need the mimic's toe to make that next bit. Alright. I'm just scampering along. Here's herb. Lexicon. Excellent. All right. Let's start off by going back to onward, back to the forest. You try so hard, web captioner. Onward, not Edward. Not Oy vey. Maybe this will make it better. I mean, clearly it is. I hear myself better now. Hopefully, I wasn't super low this entire time for y'all. Sadly, my faithful mod is having tech issues. So Abe's gonna have to watch this when he gets his internet back. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up going back to the fields and to the one over there. The fairy ring over there that I found on accident. Hop toad. Oh! Oh! Thank you. What's this? That worthless coin said it would summon the rumpling. Not some flowery deer. Ma'am, have more respect for the fae. Thanks ever much. And even if I don't use that, I feel like it is a great nod to one fawn, who is the reason I found this game in the first place. You take a closer look at the discarded floral branch. Antler? Branchler? One of the growing buds looks larger than the rest. It twitches when you poke it. Oh, hello there. Looks like this sprout needs some fresh fairy water. There's no water at this fairy circle, but surely there are others about. I better go plant this thirsty fellow and see what happens. Alright. And what was I just saying about I figure we're gonna have to go back to the fields and go to the fairy circle over there. And off we go! Fairy circle is over there, just under where I get my jackbone. Far at all. Go away, turkey! Oh. Well, an entire game and only one error like this? I call that a win. This looks like just the place. You stick the budding branchler. I'm sorry, I love that the game did that. Into the fertile soil of the fairy circle. A suspicious flower bud wiggles with glee, drinking up the magical pond water. After a few minutes, nothing else happens. Come on. I don't have time to watch flowers grow. Maybe I can speed things along a bit. A little pick-me-up should be all that's needed here. I figured growth potion. Do I have the stuff to make it? And you need paste, which means I have to go get some moo juice and some well, I can't rightly complain. I'm not really complaining. It's just one of those, like, things. But it does, however, let me just take my happy butt all the way back up. And since I can further the wolf, I will do that. After I pause over here and get my moo juice. Hello. Thank you, ma'am. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. Swamp. So close. Just in case. Now I'm out of play again, but no. see what this owl has to say. Owls. You wave your linguistic scroll at the owl, magical quill at the ready. Well, speak up. Hoot! Hoot hoot! The quill scribbles across the parchment of its own accord, translating the owl's hoots into something more understandable. Walk warily, naive neighbor. Explore seldom escapes notice. Exploration seldom escapes notice. What does that even mean? I thought owls were supposed to be wise. Oh! North, south, east, west. So, west, north, east, south, east, north? Yes, I understand their cardinal directions. I'm just... Damn, too far. west, west, north, north. Okay, so it must be backwards. Because north, south, east, west. No, my brain is just being silly. Alright, so west, west, north, north, east, south, east, north. For some reason I get the less mixed up. Alright, so E to V, west, west, north, north, east, south, east, north. This is a hard one, y'all. Okay, let's do this. So, west. West. North. North. East. South. East. North. I did it! That must be the wolf's cabin up ahead. He's expecting Little Red to come a knocking, so I'll need to use the puppet to lure him to the huntsman's ambush. Time to bring out my wobble friend! Oh, that's not creepy at all. You puppet the red-hooded doll to the door of the wolf's rickety cabin. An evil light glows from within, casting eerie shadows on the ground. You lift the puppet's head to peep through the window, spotting chewed bones and torn rags littering the floor, but no sign of the wolf. Suddenly, yellow eyes stab out of the shadows. There you are, my delectable little pork chop. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me. Through the strings of a puppet. Through the strings of the puppet, a chill runs down your spine as your animal instincts can't help but scream one thing. Run. Preferring to hunt under the cover of darkness, the wolf pauses to sniff out a glimmering wisp. You'll need to use the wisps to your advantage if you hope to outrun the wolf. No! I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even read that. Okay, so I was not fast enough. The wolf got the puppet, but before he can snatch up the doll in his teeth, you yank its invisible strings, pulling the puppet out of his grasp and back to your hiding spot. Drat, I'll need to start over again. He's fast, but the wisp light might be enough to distract him. At your command, the puppet comes to a halt at the center of the moonlit clearing. The wolf bursts out of the shadows, gripped by ferocious rage. Ha ha! There's no place left to hide, little piggy. You're mine now, all mine. Baring his fangs, the wolf pounces into the air with tremendous force. The sound of thunder roars loudly across the clearing. Crows scatter into the night air, and the dark woods fall silent. Blinking in disbelief, the wolf staggers to a stop. He glances down at his chest where a crimson spot blossoms out onto his vest. Wow, y'all. I mean, look. We've collected a lot of souls over the course of this game. We have led many of these characters to interesting and apropos ends, let's say. This is the first one we've legitimately led to being shot. And like, I knew I was making a silver bullet, but I guess my brain just did like, I mean, to be fair, I shouldn't feel bad for him. He is eating people, so. He glances down at his chest, where a crimson spot blossoms out onto his vest. The huntsman reveals himself from the bushes, holding his smoking weapon anxiously. You shot me. The beast crashes to the ground, exhaling his final breath. His glassy eyes transfix on the full moon high above. Hesitantly, the huntsman boggles at the wolf before a triumphant grin crosses his face. I did it! I actually did it! I defeated the wolf! Don't forget that you had some help, kid. This villain won't hunt any longer, and that's what really matters. The huntsman strikes a courageous pose atop his trophy. Something pearly white falls from the wolf's mouth. You pick up a glistening fang, broken by the wolf's fall. From deep inside the bloody tooth, you can faintly hear the whimpering of a dog. The soul of the wolf. Oh my goodness. I may actually finish this tonight. Like, it's one of those things of, like, you know when you say a thing and you don't actually, like, you hope it's true but you don't expect it, so you get, like, extra excited when it turns out you're on the right track? That's me right now. We're down to one. We're down to the final soul, guys. I have a feeling whatever this screen cap is gonna be, it may be from the end game. I don't know. The end game. Well, let's go back to the swamp and then head back over to the fields. Nope. Holy cow. Hey, here we go. Oops. Let's not get myself stuck. invigorating fertilizer on the stumpy branch, and it shakes with energy. The ground trembles as roots rip out around your feet. Oh! Hello! You find yourself looking up at an odd little house that has grown out of a flower bud. An even odder looking little man sits on the porch glaring at you. Oh, will you leave me be? Will you just leave me be? I don't know how you managed to track me down, but please just go away. Hold on now. You've led me on quite the merry goose chase. You are the rumpling, aren't you? He sighs and cleans a smudge off of his spectacles. Congratulations, you caught me. The story is true then. I've caught you, and now you must grant me my weight in gold. Curse that stupid legend. Look. Sorry you came all this way. I don't do that stuff no more. I'm retired. These days I'm more into woodworking. Wouldn't you rather have a cute little birdhouse instead? I know a magical contract when I hear one. I found you fair and square, so cough up the gold, shorty. Ha! Too bad. I threw my alchemy stone into a bottomless lake. Without that stone to make gold, I'm as poor as a pauper. Why would you do that? What do you think? Because villains like you kept trying to shake me down for money. All that rotten stone ever did was bring me misery. Well, I'm not leaving empty-handed. You created the alchemist stone in the first place. You must know how to make another. He blinks at you with his magnified eyes. You want an alchemist stone of your own? Well, okay. It's your funeral, lady. I've still got the distilling equipment in my workshop. Just bring me these ingredients to make a new alchemist stone. Oh, of course I need the golden egg. Why wouldn't I need the golden egg? Alright. I mean, I had a feeling I was gonna have to go back up there. Anywho. So, that's fine. Oh, I just need to make a puzzle box. And I just need some changeling, which I can get easily here. And then I'll have the alloy. Alright. Let's start writing shit down. Changeling root. Got that. And then I have to figure out how to get that golden egg. Oh, wait. I don't need you. Oh, no. I do need you for the crystal newt. Okay. No. No thief. Got a changeling root. Puzzle box. I need to make the alchemist alloy. Got that out. Alright. Back to the mountain to find. And at least I only need one more. And then to figure out how to get that damn egg without getting goosed again. You suck, you suck. I just want that. Rude. Got that. Now figure out how to get that egg. I'm sure the game will just prompt me with what I need to do now. It's in the same way that I couldn't get the goal. I couldn't get past that troll before to explore the northern edges. Wrong way. I need a glitter bomb. Alrighty. Alright. Ducks. Village. Back to the aperture I go. Neat. Not home yet. Come on. So close. So close. Just in case, I'm going to collect some this. Because I always seem to need wicker wood for things. Eh. Yeah. Gobble gobble to you too. The rumbling eyes light up at the sight of the alloy. He rubs his fingers together in anticipation. The rumbling looks away from the newt spine, gesturing vaguely at the ground beside him. You lay it nearby. You pass the golden egg into the hands of the rumbling. He receives it tentatively, as if it could hatch at any moment. Collecting all the components into his arms, the rumbling disappears into his little treehouse. You can't tell exactly what he's doing inside, but the sounds and smells emanating from the chimney make you think it's better left unknown. He emerges sometime later with singed eyebrows and foggy glasses. He emerges. Eureka! I've done it! He holds out a glowing emerald with a pair of iron tongs. Here! Go ahead. It's yours. You plays a plays. Da-da-da. I swear, it's only apple cider in here. Because I live in a place where I get apple cider year round. You appraise the glittering jewel. It's abnormally heavy in your hands. Very pretty. The little man's giggling abruptly stops and his face falters in disbelief. Oh. Oh. What's the matter? You seem disappointed. Oh, it's nothing. It's just not what I expected is all. He strokes his beard thoughtfully. I guess I should have told you earlier, but there's a slight, curse to the stone. It can only be touched by one whose heart is free of avarice. How convenient you left that part out. Since you went to all the trouble of tracking me down, I just assumed you were in it for the gold. Oh my. No, I don't care much for the wretched stuff. This gold is meant for someone else. Well, I gave you what you asked for. Our deal is done. Now leave me in peace. Alright. No need to be rude. We've got to bring this stone back to the millers. If I'm very fast. Once again, I am faster than you. Watch, I'm collecting all this and I don't need any to craft anything else for the end of the game. Find out. You're back. The hawk will return with his goons any minute now. Don't worry, I've got a solution to your monetary problems right here. You hold up the alchemist's stone proudly. Oh, that's a very fine jewel, but I don't think it will be nearly enough to satisfy the hawk. Just stand back and watch. All this grain is just waiting to be spun into gold. Roll the alchemist's stone into a bag of flour and mountains of gold dust rip through the canvas sack. How is it possible? I've never seen so much gold in my life. You touch the alchemist's stone to a bushel of straw, and it instantly transforms into a mountain of sparkling riches. Amazing! I can't believe my eyes. Place the stone into a barrel of grain, and it melts through the kernels like butter. The barrel bursts under the weight of glittering gold coins spilling out onto the floor. Wow, it's a miracle! Before the millers can so much as count a single coin, the doors crash open. The hawk strides into the mill, flanked by a pair of guards cracking their knuckles. Time's up. Where's my money? Yeah, pay up, squirts. Master Hawk, not to worry. We've got your payment right here. His eyes open wide at the sight of the piles of gold strewn about the mill. What? But how? That was weird. Doesn't look like stream went down. Huh. Must have just goofed in my OBS. Never you mind how. This should be more than enough to cover the cost of the miller's debts and the deed to the property. I don't understand, unless... No, it can't. He points a hooked talon at you accusingly. You're the rumpling. There's no other explanation. Guards, seize her. The two goons leap forward and grab you roughly by the arms. You're making a terrible mistake. Just take your money and leave these good people in peace. Don't play smart with me, imp. I know how the legend goes. I've caught you. Now you must give me my weight in gold. I'm rich. I'll lock you up and squeeze you for every penny you've got. I'll be the wealthiest hawk in the entire kingdom. No, the entire world. Now, pay out my first installment, Rumpling. He outstretches his hand towards you greedily. As you wish. No sooner does the cold stone touch the hawk's skin than a brilliant flash of yellow light engulfs the mill. When the light fades, the hawk stands before you, transmuted into a solid gold statue. Oh, what magic is this? Horrified, the two soldiers beat a hasty retreat through the door. What happened? Is he okay? You tuck the stone safely back into your satchel and give the hawk statue a pat. I think this should set you up nicely. Just don't go spending it all in one place. Thank you. How could we ever make this up to you? Live a rich and full life. That ought to be enough for anyone. You notice a stray feather glinting on the floor. You pluck the golden feather and run your fingers along the gleaming barbules. It makes a sound like coins falling into a wishing well. The soul of the hawk. This is my payment. The souls of the stag, hawk, hogs, and wolf rattle inside your pack like angry insects. The last of these villains. Now it's time to put an end to this wretched business with the goat. Here we go. Here we go. Time to go home. This is actually going to be my last thumbnail. Oh my goodness. Because it doesn't have any spoilers. Here we go. Into the shrine. Who is she? Who is she? I need to know. Was I right this whole time? The goat paws at the floor with a cloven hoof. You returned. I was beginning to grow impatient. I would have thought patience to be one of your strong suits, but don't fret. I brought you the last of your souls. Delicious, are they not? You know what to do. Shimmering sensations. Ooh. Achievement unlocked. The goat. Shimmering sensations of the hawk wash over you. The nib of a quill scratching on parchment, coins clinking, the sharp snap of a closing padlock. Your eyes water at the smell of the hogs, grunting swine and buzzing flies. A cleaver falls onto a wooden block. Blood, bone, meat. A chill runs through your fingers at the stag's socket, as the stag sockets into the wall. Condescending laughter, schemes in the snow, pride, arrogance, hubris. mind sinks into shadow at the presence of the wolf. Soft footfalls padding through dried leaves, hot breath, big eyes, sharp teeth. The collected souls vibrate with incandescent intensity. They seem to melt into their recesses, boiling away into tiny pinpricks of starlight. Soon, nothing remains of them except 12 smoldering scorch marks on the stone wall. Ah, well done. That's that. Our contract is fulfilled. It's a pleasure doing business with you. Hang on. What about your end of the deal? You said you would return my memories to me. Did I? Well, perhaps I misspoke. You never really had any to begin with, my dear. What are you talking about? I just don't remember them. I woke up and met me? Yes, that sounds about right for your very first memory. What? But you told me that I brought this sleeping maiden to you, that I asked you to save her soul. Oh, what I meant to say is that she came to me. She asked me to save her soul. It's so very easy to get confused. You, her, really, what's the difference? I was right! Oh my god! Oh, it was a crack idea. I was right! Sort of? No, not sort of. I was right. This body is a fetch for the soul of the maiden. We're the maiden. We're the maiden, not manted. Dawning realization creeps over you like ice water. Her life was cut short, whether by the wolf's fangs or the hog's cleaver, or under the weight of a dozen other wrongs, I do not know. But in desperation, she called out to me, so we struck a deal. I would save her soul in exchange for others. One of 12. But it's not like I could let her go and collect them herself. She needed to stay here, you see. It's insurance. So what then? You created me? Is that it? To collect these souls on her behalf? Well, I should say that she created you, snipped off a piece of herself to do it. It was all worked out in the contract, of course, and now the contract is fulfilled. Panned out nicely for everyone, I'd say. So if you, by which I mean she, ever need to get out of another bind, don't hesitate to give me a shout. Ta-ta for now. The room fills with a flash of brilliant light. You blink and the goat is gone, leaving only a goat-shaped hole in the world. Slowly, you turn to face the sleeping maiden. You feel sluggish and heavy. You take a strained step towards the gilded coffin. Your legs snap like dry twigs and you crumple to the floor. The cauldron is the last to fall. It resounds with a hollow clank as it bounces off the ground. Goodbye. You slowly open your eyes and see the vaulted ceiling of the hall. You raise your hand to touch the clear crystal surface of the gilded casket. The glass lid slides open effortlessly, and you swing your legs to sit up. The marble floor is smooth, cold under your bare feet. You stoop down to pick up the familiar metal cauldron. Slowly, memories come back at its touch. Oh! Oh, that was it! Okay. Okay. I'm gonna let these credits go because these lovely people, these lovely folks deserve their opportunity to be across the screen. This game was wild. And I loved it. Oh my goodness. Oh, it was so good. I, okay, I'm gonna do this. And this. Holy shit. Holy shit. I know I say I like being right. And I do, most of the time. I even liked being right about this. Like, I'm not mad at the fact that I called that we were the maiden. I have no idea how I did it. No, that's not true. I saw the number of dolls and fetches we were making throughout the game. Oh, it's so good. I want to know more about who we were before. But I know that that's not the story. The story is us as the Swamp Witch. Oh, it was so good. So good. I'm gonna go ahead and close the game so you just have the sweet, sweet lo-fi beats in the background. But yeah, oh my gosh. I finished the game! And it was so good. Oh, I'm so happy with it. If you're here in chat and you enjoyed this game as much as I did, you can put !Wytchwood in the chat and it will link you to Whitethorn Games where you can buy it for yourself. If you're watching this on YouTube, that information is below. I really enjoyed this game a lot. I appreciated that it was very chill, very relaxing, very low stakes, which I love. It just made me so happy, and it was so much fun to just get to do it, right? Like, to unravel the story for myself, and I kind of want, like, not right now. I'm gonna wait a while, because I've already played it twice in the last, like, couple months and a half. But I do want to, I look forward to a chance to playing it again where I can take a little bit more time, appreciate the art, and I don't know, see if there's any achievements I missed and kind of achievo hunt. Oh, I'm so glad that I played this game. I'm so happy with that ending. Like, a younger me would have been upset by that because it feels like an ending of no closure. Like, I can see why some of the things I had seen on Steam indicated that people thought that the ending came up really fast. And it does. Because once you've collected all the souls, everything makes sense. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. It makes perfect sense why it just comes together and ends so quickly, because of course it is. The game begins with you waking up as the Swamp Hag fetch, and it ends as you becoming yourself again, which makes perfect sense. It's so good, and I'm so happy nobody spoiled it for me. And that had to have been so hard for the people who I mentioned, like, my theory. Now I have to go reach out to Fawn, because I don't know if they finished the game on stream. But, ooh. Oh, that was a ride, y'all. It was so good, though. So good. And yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap here for tonight because the game is done. And now I have to figure out what I'm gonna play next. I don't know. Watch my Twitter. I will let y'all know what I'm gonna play next. There's not really anybody for me to raid tonight, so I will keep it simple. Reproductive health is basic health care. Please, for the love of the gods, learn sex education. Basic understanding of sex ed. Please, please. Be safe. Please stay masked. The pandemic is still on. I know the weather's warming up and we all want to get out and do stuff. But please, please, please be safe. And with that, merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Till next time, y'all.